Hey everybody, there we go. Sorry about that. Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. I'm running a little bit behind schedule. I had to help my mom out with some stuff today, so let me get some things going on here. Maybe some of this. All right. I think we'll be good from there. Turn down the volume a little bit on my end, and that work out. For some reason, today speakers. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, for some reason today, Streamlabs was acting up a little bit here. All right, guys, we're good to go though. Hey, Alan Time. Hi, Bideford. Hey, can't wait to quit my 9 to 5. What's up, my man? All right, guys. Not gonna lie, it's been a really long day for me. So we're gonna take it easy, chill. I've been kind of revamping everything for the website, for the YouTube channel in the background, talking about new stuff. I'm getting ready to do a video about how you guys can start budgeting. I know a question I've been getting from a few of you guys over the past few weeks here on Discord, on Instagram, or just people trying to, privately message me is like, how did you end up saving money to actually start investing in the first place? So I'm gonna help you guys use a budget system that I use. It's free. It's just a Google Sheets platform. But I'm gonna help you guys save as much money as possible. So you could put money into crypto if you wanted to. You could put it into stocks. You'll have extra money to spend on whatever you want to, and it works wherever you guys are. And if you guys have state income taxes or non-state income taxes, it works all of it out. So I'm pretty excited about that one. So my voice, I'm thinking my voice is gonna be back to normal all the way by Wednesday. I think I should be like 100% back by Wednesday, so I'm pretty excited about that. And once that happens, you can expect a lot more tutorials. You can expect a lot more, tutorials, breakout videos, just me being able to talk with you guys a lot more. I'm still coughing here and there, so I'm still taking it pretty easy with my voice. But I only really talk to like my mom, my dialysis, sister, grandparents, stuff like that. And that's about it. So I'm almost there, my man. I'm almost there, guys. Let's see. Hey, Ulrich. Hey, Dennis. Happy to see you back as well, my man. Hey, Manny. Hey, David. Income from apps. Ulrich, Brandon, Jane, Ryan again. Wait, is it Ryan again? No, just Ryan and Jim, Bobby. And there you go. Hey, Joni. All right, guys. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and whatnot. I got the second chart on here, but I'll pull up what's going here. Again, not really much has been going on. We've been trying to push up here. I mean, like, we've really been trying to push up. As of now, if I was to guess what's going to happen with Bitcoin next, I would say most likely we're going to end up doing another like little shoulder here, just a little crossover. So you might see us come up even maybe a little bit more here over the next couple of days, or we could just this could be the last day of it. But eventually, what's going to happen? We're going to come down. Right? At least that's my thoughts as of right now. So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens on that next leg down, what I can do. I'm waiting to see if I can find a good opportunity to open a short here, but I'm being extra cautious just because I don't want to, I don't want us to pop back up here to $40,000 or so after I take a short right now. So I'm pretty much just waiting and watching to see how this stuff plays out. I'm looking for right now. I'm using this as a nice little stop loss if I was to buy a long on Bitcoin, somewhere around 35,500ish levels. Those are going to be what I'm looking for right now. All right, but if we pull up the 4-hour chart, we're still doing fine. Nothing crazy here. It's not too bearish, not too bullish. We're just kind of going to the side. We're pretty close to having a golden cross in the 4-hour. It doesn't really mean too much here. I mean, what's the last time we had a golden cross? Right there, not much happened. A little bit of a move. Before that, a little bit more aggressive of a move, but still, came into contact with the trend line there. So for now, I'm just waiting to see how all of this plays out. Shorts are still in control. Bitcoin overall is still bearish here. But again, like I told you guys before, I'm mostly just holding cash here and just waiting all this out. Maybe trading a little bit of stocks here, and I'll be going over some stock plays probably by the end of the stream. Because I need to make a video. I haven't found anything I really like yet, but I'm kind of just waiting. I did buy some Tesla puts yesterday as a YOLO. They ended up doing okay, but that was more of a high risk YOLO there. So back to the 5. I think I hear a plane going overhead or something similar to it. Let's see. Hey, Bideford, did you make any trades today? If so, would you mind sharing? I didn't really do much trading today. So this is pretty much my schedule for today. All I did today was I sold some SPY puts and I sold some Tesla puts that I bought yesterday, so nothing in the crypto markets. Basically, my day was this. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I looked at some of the charts and stuff like that to see if anything was breaking out or doing anything in particular. I didn't really see anything like that this morning, besides Tesla going down here a little bit, because the market opened up okay, then it started tanking during the middle of the day. But after I looked at some stuff, I got my mom ready for dialysis because her lady didn't show up today. After that, I followed my mom to dialysis to get her into the chair. Got some breakfast. Took Loki to the vet. And this is all, I guess, like Loki's vet appointment was like 12 o'clock. From 12 to when I was waiting and talking with the vet. 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I went to the dog park. Loki met his brother, like an actual brother, from the same owners, same parents, which was really cool. Same age. So we played around for a little bit. Oh, somebody's trying to short us down here. And then I got back here around like 2:30-ish, around there. From there, no, I guess yeah, maybe I got back around like 3:30-ish. Never mind. Got Loki some food at the store. Got stuck in traffic. Got back home. Mom fell down, so she's still down. She's on a bed right now. I'm gonna pick her up, I guess, after later on when she has more strength. And then yeah, uh, got my sister home. Did some research on a budgeting video I'm gonna do for you guys later on. Talked to Ahmed for a little bit, like maybe 10, 15 minutes of the time, and then stream happened. So like I am like my whole day has been all over the place. It's been freaking hectic. Let's see. But all I did was sell positions I had from yesterday. Let's see. Hey Mike, I switched out of Doge on my Robinhood account and still holding on to Webull. I bought AMC and it went down a bit. Do you think we can go up a little bit? AMC? Be careful with those meme stocks. Like the stuff you're playing with right now, like Dogecoin, Dogecoin's falling down because Bitcoin overall is falling down, right? AMC's been falling down for a while. AMC's at support, but you're trading a lot of high risk plays here, which don't have a. They're either going to make you a lot of money or you're going to lose a lot of money in them. So make sure if you are trading a high risk play like this, you really want to be only investing a small amount of money. When you guys play the very volatile stocks and cryptos, the whole point of that type of trade is that you're only putting a few $100 in there and you're hoping to pull out a few $1,000 off of it. So you're expecting massive returns with minimal investment. Now, if you want to go big or go home, you can, of course, put a lot of money in there and hoping it makes you even more money down the line. But the problem with that is the majority of the time, these YOLO plays don't work out, right? So be very, very careful about what you're actually buying right now, because what you did is you moved money from one high risk position to another high risk position. Both are in a complete downtrend at the moment, right? So you got to be very, very careful about how you play that out, Neil. Hey, Monica, happy to see you back. Oh, let me see if Kevin messaged me back here or if he even read my message. 1 second here. Uh, he hasn't been on in 8 hours, but I'll tell you when I get a message from him, Monica. Um, but I am working on it. Let's see. Hey, the Dolphin 87, my man. Happy to see you back. Hey, gaming. I'm a broke college student and spending small amounts of dividends to buy parts shares. That's a good way to do it. I'm going to be one of the things I'm going to be moving on with the channel here, since crypto is probably going to get slow here pretty soon. One of the things I've been looking at is I'm going to make finance videos for you guys every now and again. You know, nothing too crazy, but I know a lot of you guys have been looking to save money to buy up crypto when we do find a bottom here, and you guys just want to have as much money as possible. That way you guys can make more money down the road, so to speak. So I'm going to be working on a video like that, and I'm going to be working on teaching you guys how to use a budgeting software that you guys can use on Google Sheets. So if you guys have Google, you guys will be fine to use it, right? Or you guys can use Excel too. Same properties apply to it. Let's see. So many people are saying don't buy AMC. Hey, coming up. So you can buy AMC, you can buy GameStop. I'm fine with that, but I only like to buy it on breakouts, and I usually only like to day trade it. So if we go over here to GameStop now, or actually, we're talking about AMC first. AMC here. All right. So we've seen a lot of different things here with AMC over the past few months. I really stopped paying attention to AMC once it broke down right here. All right. I was, the only time I was ever going to get back into AMC after it broke down was if it managed to break out above this orange line right here. It never did, right? Or did it? Hold on. Sometimes I hate the magnet. Magnet. Maybe it did, but it was a false breakout. I just never noticed it. Yeah, it tried to. It tried for one day and it got slammed back down. We don't need this for now. Yeah, it had one false breakout. One false breakout. That kind of sucks there. So I probably looked at it one that day, but as soon as it fell down, you didn't really do much after it. Um, People shorted it right here, which is probably a good idea. But yeah, it's only been coming down ever since. It's at a support level right now, so for Neil to buy it, it's okay. It might have a pop back up here to maybe $18 over the next few days, as long as the overall market doesn't continue to tank because of inflation, war, the normal stuff these days. Um, but yeah, so it needs to do something bullish. It needs to do something bullish. And we just had a death cross right here. We just had the previous death cross back there. There's just nothing really saying buy this, buy this, buy this. The same principle applies to GameStop, and the same principle applies to Bitcoin right now, right? If we go over here to GameStop first, there's a few different trend lines you can actually do for GameStop here, but for now, what's the best one to do? I haven't seen this one yet. Let me see if I can actually use this. We haven't touched it yet. Maybe I could buy GameStop around like in the 30s or the low 40s. Uh, as far as the other ones, don't worry really about this orange line though. The main one is right here, right? As soon as we close down below this, as soon as you close it, excuse me, as soon as we closed below that trend line there, that was a clear sell signal. You could open a short, you could buy some puts. Sometimes it likes to dip back up. We've seen this happen with many different stocks and cryptocurrencies. It likes to come back up and then get slammed. And then it broke down below support level number 1, support level number 2, and now we're all the way back down here. And we did have the death cross here a while ago. Wow, look at that. I mean, that's a super death cross. We had the 20 and the 50 crossing below the 200, like everything. So, and within one day, we had the 20 crossing down below the 50. We had the 20 crossing below the 200. We had the 50 crossing below the 200. And then all at the same time. Yeah, so it just didn't look good going forward here. So my big thing about meme coins is just not to fall in love with them. Just use them to make a quick buck and then get out of them. They can be very volatile. The next level of support looks like for GameStop is all the way down here at about like $30, $40 ish. So, if I was going to buy, that's a pretty sizable drop from where it is now. What's happening on my thing? Hey, Monica, message me on Discord. Kevin reached out to me. I'll try to help you out, but message me on Discord. Um, but yeah, so when you see those clear breakdown levels, it's just time to get out of it. Find a place where you find support on it and you'll make some good money. Maybe if you wanted to get into GameStop, I'd probably buy puts that expire like a month out YOLO puts down here at like $40 and see if it ends up coming back down there. And you'd only put a little bit of money behind that, but it'd be worth a shot if you ask me. Maybe I'll do that as a YOLO play sometime tomorrow, maybe, or I'll have it set as a Monday YOLO play, most likely. But yeah, I need to get some more free time. My time has just been butchered here over the last few weeks. Let's see. Hey, Muda, did I see Tesla? Yes, I bought some puts on Tesla because of the earnings. I felt like they were going to not do so hot. Mm. Hey, RW. Lots of fear and doubt over the Fed executive order in February. What do you think? I think regulation will help, and businesses will be more eager to buy if regulated. Fed executive order. Is there a special Fed executive? I don't actually know about this federal executive order here. Yeah, I haven't heard of any executive order. All I know about the Fed is the interest rates over here. Uh, if he's doing an executive order to try to regulate crypto, I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. It might lead to some short term kind of pain, but I mean, we're already in that short term type of pain in the first place, right? Um, but yeah, long term regulation helps crypto. I mean, it really does. We need to find a way. One of the reasons that Bitcoin hasn't been accelerating as fast as a lot of us would like is, you know, the entire global crypto market cap is 1.67 trillion. Well, Bitcoin only has like 700 billion of that. A lot of it has gone into these other coins here over the past few years. But if we go over here to like some of the other pages, like I don't know, page 6 or 7 and below, a lot of these just all this market cap is spread out over so many coins, which has been making it just a pain to deal with. Back in the day, Bitcoin was like one of the only few coins you could buy, so of course everybody pumped their money into that one thing. Now that there's like thousands of coins, it does make it a little bit more difficult to pump up. Excuse me. Hey, JDEC Gaming, that's one of the things I want to be talking about as well. I got a True Bill for me. I like that one best. Hey, RW. I mean, I have no idea really what Doge is going to be by the end of the year. I would assume Bitcoin will have a good opportunity to rally back up before then. I'll be looking for some type of golden cross on the daily or the weekly charts. That'll really give me a big boost. If something good could happen from that, like where you see Bitcoin start to soar again and to all-time highs, Dogecoin can have another major parabolic rally and stuff like that. And part of that it was Robinhood, all the major apps. It's in the interest of all of the apps like Robinhood, Webull, Voyager. It's in their interest to try to get Dogecoin pumped up because they made massive amounts of money last year off of that. One of the reasons that Robinhood stock has been falling so much over the past few quarters or a couple quarters, I guess now, is because they make a lot of money, during trade levels of high volatility because they're selling that order flow data, and they made a bunch of money off of AMC, GameStop, and they made a bunch of money off of Dogecoin. But now that we haven't had anything really go parabolic in a while, besides I think Sheeb, and Sheeb wasn't on Robinhood, because they went. I'm losing my train of thought here. Because they haven't had any big movers recently, people haven't been as enthusiastic about their stock prices, buying a portion of their company, so to speak. And you've seen Robinhood reach new low after new low after new low. I think actually here, if we just go to Hood, I mean, look at that. I took my first small position in this a few days ago, and it's only been going down. So, um, opened up. It opened up at $38. It ripped up towards 86, and ever since then, it's been pretty darn bad. Imagine if you bought it opening day. You'd be down about 70% from the time you open a position here. So for all those long-term holders, it has been a pain in the butt, and most of them have probably moved on to something else while they wait this out. I'm going to be buying Robinhood over time here. I mean, it is very, very cheap, and if this correction keeps on going, there's a chance this thing could probably hit like $5, right? So if this correction lasts like a couple months or so, we just keep on going down and down and down, you will definitely see some pain coming for Robinhood. But I think Robinhood's going to be a very good play for the long term, and I'm just waiting that out here. But definitely has not been a great success story as far as their stock is concerned. You saw some of their owners sell some positions there, but they have just not. It has not been performing well so far. I wonder if anybody has actually sold their Robinhood, because there was a lot of I think there was a bunch of A-list investors along with it, besides just the Vlad Tenev guy who owns it. Warnick Jason sold 20,000 at $15. Vladimir, yeah, 100, yeah. Not much. This person, Aparna, look at that, 18,000 shares at $65 price. This is the guy that made the big money. Chief Product Officer. Good for him. Good for him. Good for him, my man. Yep, this guy knew what he was doing. Everybody else, not so much. All right. But right now, Bitcoin looks a little bit bearish. They're trying to force us down below the 200 here. We'll see how it works out. Hey, Mahir, have a good rest of your day. Let's see. Hey, income from apps. The next support for Bitcoin. Right now, the support for Bitcoin, if you're looking for a strong one, is at $28,800. If you're looking for something more short term, it's going to be $35,500. Oh, hey, Jonathan, nice to see you back, my man. It's been a minute. I know, right, guys? It's been a crazy time. I'm not used to this. I was watching some of my older YouTube videos from back when I first started YouTube last year during, I guess it was a couple weeks before Dogecoin ended up taking off. But I was so much more enthusiastic and happy. And I think life has worn me down this year, over the past couple of years with COVID. So I'm gonna work smarter, not harder when it comes to YouTube. I'm gonna be doing my daily streams, but also just working on a bunch of videos. So like I said, I'm gonna do a video about budgeting. I have so all the tutorials on this channel, I'm taking them off and I'm moving them over to the other Breakout City channel. It's gonna be called Breakout City Tutorials. So if you guys get a chance, uh, if you get a chance and you type in Breakout City, this is the current channel. But if you go to filters channel, you should see another one that says Breakout City Tutorials. This is the other channel. I haven't really done much on it, but I pretty much have all my tutorials ready to go. Every few days, I'm launching a video off of it as far as tutorials are concerned. So if you guys want to do the more tutorial stuff, I'd recommend subscribing to that channel there. I'm trying to get it up to 1,000 subscribers. That way it can start generating revenue and so forth. And that way I can, I'm going to try when my sister gets out of school for the summer, I'm going to pay her to help me do some type of content for YouTube. Maybe a little bit of video editing. She said she wanted to get into it, so I was gonna buy her Adobe Premiere for her computer. I think she would like it a lot. But she said she wanted to earn some money and she didn't want to get a real job, so editing videos is what she's gonna do. Let's see. Hey, Janet Gummy, I'm holding Dogecoin to the moon, but not buying anymore until I see some big changes like 15. Perfect, perfect. I've been saying that for a while. If you have Dogecoin, awesome. I have Dogecoin, but I am not adding more to my position right now, and I'm not doing it to any other coin as well. I'm just patiently waiting all this out. My long-term positions are safe. I'm happy with them. But my swing trades and stuff like that, there's no reason to buy many coins right now unless you're doing a little a day trading. If you ask me, you can do swing. You can do swing trades, but the price can't be they can't be following Bitcoin, if that makes sense. It has to be doing something separate. Hey, Michael, I heard you mention once in stream you had to put in the grind work to learn how to trade. Can you put us on books to see how you learned? Yeah, I have a couple down below in my description. Those are two you can get on Amazon. The one that's for beginner traders is more important than the one that talks about charting, although the charting one is pretty good. With that other channel I just told you about, Breakout City Tutorials, I'm going to go heavy on tutorials there, and not just the tutorials like you would see in a book or something like that, but it might be me more rambling about how, like those things that you need to know about trading beforehand. Like I think a huge mistake that most traders make when they're first entering the market is they invest too much capital on particular plays. Like if you guys have $100 and you guys are just testing out the waters, you guys really shouldn't put more than like 10 to 20 bucks in a particular trade at a time, just so you can kind of get used to it. Or if you have $1,000, don't put more than $100 in it, not more than 10%. And even 10% is kind of high in some circumstances, but I understand to make money you have to kind of put some money in there. But you know, and all that type of stuff. I'm going to emphasize paper trading and stuff like that. I just need to come up with good titles, and I don't know how to create good titles yet, so I have to ask some friends about it. But yeah, so if you subscribe to that channel, Breakout City Tutorials, you're gonna get a amount of information out of it. Right now, the videos I have scheduled out for the next like a couple weeks, they're mostly FinViz tutorials about like how to use FinViz and certain scanner settings that I have. You guys may have seen them on this channel too. And then on top of that, I also have to. What's the other one I have to do? I have tutorials about how to just basic stuff on Robinhood and Webull. Yeah, so that's the gist of it. But yeah, I got some books down below if you want to check them out. But I'm gonna try to create a tutorial out of the books. And I think now that I'm gonna have more free time, I really think I will. I don't know. It depends on how good my mom is doing. I should be able to make some better tutorials for you guys. I am not going to make them look as flashy as other YouTubers, but you guys are going to get the raw, just the facts, so it'll be less entertaining. It'll be entertaining, but it's not as entertaining as the major YouTubers, but you'll still get a lot of information out of it. And we'll start with, I already have the whole plan worked out. I've been doing that since I've had a cough and COVID. But basically, we're going to start off, you know, everything you need to know about trading. We're going to talk about the pillars, so to speak. After that, the first one is not going to be technical analysis like most of you guys want. It'll actually just be organization, getting everything set up so you can keep track of all the trades you do at the beginning. And then from there, I'll keep the thing going on, because once we end up hitting technical analysis videos will go on forever because there's just so much you can do with technical analysis. But to start off with, I'll give you guys some of the easy things that you guys should start doing, and that way you guys can keep tracking your data. Because when we start this, like, I'm going to do like a live course that we just kind of do over time. But the point of it is you guys are going to have two trading journals. So keep track of your trades. The first one is going to be for real money. The second one is going to be for paper money. And you guys are going to, I'm going to help you guys work out a schedule for you guys where it might only take you guys, you know, if you only have a half an hour a week to learn, I'll make a schedule for you guys. If you guys, or make a plan for you guys. If you guys have like an hour, I'll make a schedule for those guys. If you have more than an hour, you have a lot more flexibility to do in the market. And I'm not talking about an hour of trading. I'm talking about an hour of practice, right? Time to practice. Run through scenarios, see how things work out. Teach you guys to say, hey, like, I've been saying this more and more and more, but some of you guys listen, some of you guys don't, and some of you guys it doesn't matter, right? But one of the things I've been saying quite a bit here is, you guys should have the trade that you guys want to do planned out at least a half an hour before you even execute the trade. It stops you from making so many stupid mistakes off of emotion. And it's not that your brain is not working or something like that. It's just the emotion is overriding all the logic that you've been taught, like you've been teaching yourself over time. So if you have the trade ready to go in your head about what you're looking for, it just makes life a lot easier. And if you want to see what a half an hour looks like on a candle chart, right? All it is 6 candles, 5 times 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all. Let me yeah. That's how far ahead of a time you just need to know before what's going on. And if you start seeing a pattern, like right here, let's say a small breakout, right? A small breakout that can happen there off of a golden cross right there and a golden cross previously, even though we have a death cross here. Let's say you wanted to buy this breakout, okay? If it did break out, you would have been planning this out all the way since here, and so you would have been thinking about that as a potential buying opportunity for the last hour and 15 minutes, right? So it's not hard to have a plan 30 minutes before you actually execute the trade. People just really think, like, people will come to it a little bit later and they won't do it the proper way. So that's one of the things I'm going to be teaching you guys later on, and you guys can see like right here. If you guys wanted to do a short, you guys could have opened a short right there as it broke down on the 5, held, You would also be looking at the 15-minute moving average, see how it looks a little bit heavy, but we had a golden cross there, so we have an opportunity to pop pretty soon. So you'd be putting all these things into consideration, but the point is you're not going to be ruled by emotions. You guys will just be ruled by some logic that, be some logic here. And look at, I was talking to Babyfish about this a few minutes ago. We also have a double bottom here, bottom 1, bottom 2. We broke above the neckline here, almost like the opposite. It's the opposite of a double top, right? We broke above it. Okay, we came back down. We tapped on the 50, but we have an opportunity to break right back up here and just go back towards this high over here of about $39,000 or so, right? So you gotta take some time to see what's happening here. I mean, and this is a textbook double bottom here. Let me pull it up. Isn't that textbook? Down, up, down, above the neckline right here. Now it came back down. It's fine, but since that resistance is broken, it makes it a lot easier to get back up here. That's my point. Now you could buy back on that breakout spot. You could buy right now in anticipation for. There's a bunch of stuff you could do. I'm not even taking a trade right now just because I actually have. Oh, you guys heard me my spiel about my schedule today. I really didn't have a good chance to actually do much trading today. So 2 hour. What's the 2 hour look like? Hmm. Oh, we had a level up there. Okay, I was about to say we had a level of resistance, something like that. Yeah, we're coming into contact with the 50 moving average in the 4 hour chart. I mean, we have an opportunity for a death cross here as long as we stay around here, and that could really pump us back up towards $40,000. Huh. But for now, there you go. All right, that's what I'd be looking at for now. So if I wanted to short, I'd wait for it to break down below this level. If I wanted to go long, hmm, really, if I wanted to have a lot of confidence, I would really wait for it to break above this level up here, but that would take a while. So I might buy some at the support level here. But yeah, all right, push that back though. Hey, El Parasita, happy to see you back, my man. And hey, Jonathan, thoughts on Luna? Yeah, we can take a peek at Luna. So personally, before, sorry, all my stuff got moved around here. Luna is a little overbought compared to everything else. Excuse me, guys. This was one of those plays along with FTM. It's a little overbought because Bitcoin's been coming down for a while and it just started coming down recently. So as Bitcoin continues to drop here, you will see FTM and Sol and Luna. They'll be coming down more like percentage wise than a lot of other coins, a lot of other altcoins. So be careful with them. I think they're more suited for shorts. We had that clear breakdown point here a few days ago at January 21st. Right now we're testing at the Fibonacci level of support. You can see it right there, slowing down, nice and easy. If Bitcoin does manage to take a pop here later on in the day, you could actually see us come up here a little bit. But for now, I assume Bitcoin's going to continue falling over the next few days, probably heading into the weekend here, even though we might have a good day today and tomorrow, like Thursday today, Friday tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday might be a little bit more bloody. And if that's the case, you'll probably see Luna come back down here to test out the 200 moving average, which will be about $45 or so. Or a loss of about, excuse me, loss of about 15% from where it is currently. If I was looking to buy Luna, I would wait for it to get all the way back down here to this trend line, which over the next few weeks may be somewhere around $37 or $42, somewhere around there. I'm looking to buy off of that and see if it manages to hold. We have that other Fibonacci level right around here at $36 or so. So maybe we break down, but we manage to hold Fibs, although I would doubt it. But yeah, I would be careful of Luna right now. I think it's more suited to being it's more suited to being shorted. Excuse me. And we just had the death cross. We're not gonna have a death cross on this one for a while here, but definitely, I think before this bear run is over with Bitcoin, it'll run into this lower line down here, this lower trend line, somewhere down here at about $25, $26. Maybe by then, maybe high 20s, perhaps. But I think Luna, like many other coins, is going to fall down pretty hard unless Bitcoin's able to really take a strong rally and a strong reversal here pretty soon, which at this point in time doesn't seem likely. You can go over here to FTM as well, right? It's been doing fantastic. It had that first breakdown a while ago, second breakdown here. It's close to a third breakdown here pretty soon, and then you should have a death cross here over the next few, I don't know, let's call it about a week or so. And you should see the price come back down here to retest the lows of $1.17 from what this is back in December. And then if that does break down, we have another level of support down here at 93 cents, and they're going to go into 70. All right, so there's definitely going to be just a rough time for a lot of these altcoins that have been doing very well over the past few months. Those really large runners, they're not doing as hot. Like even you see how Mana fell down. As soon as it had a death cross right there, it just started the fall accelerated. So let's do something real fun here very fast. Let's go here. Let's go to Bitcoin. Death cross has occurred. You know, we've gone down. Ethereum, death crosses have occurred, gone down. Doge is different. It had the death crosses all the way back over here, but it did end up coming down. Matic just had the first death cross. Should have another death cross here pretty soon. I remember, guys, I told you guys to sell Matic right here, right on the breakdown. And I know it was kind of a bummer because if you waited till the end of the day to sell just to make sure, you still lost like an extra 4%. But if you're thinking about it, that 4% was nothing. Was nothing compared to the 21% you'd be down now, or if you panicked and sold down here, the 37% you were down at that point. But yeah, we just had a death cross here on Matic. I'll make a video talking about moving averages and stuff like that because there are some really interesting patterns here. We talked about the weekly one yesterday and how devastating that has been over the past few years. ADA breakdowns a while ago between the moving averages there. XRP. Death cross, Ethereum Classic, death cross over here a while ago. Then more over there. Anything else? Sheeb had death crosses over here. About to have another death cross here. I mean, Sheeb might just have a big crash over the next few weeks. EOS, death crosses here. Wow, that 200 is still screaming over. Wow, that's interesting. All right, Dot. Death cross 1, death cross 2, then boom, right? Dot's probably going to come back down here to $13 or so. STMX, death crosses. So you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I'll make a video talking about them. But if you guys want to start getting more bullish about crypto and you guys may be like, oh, maybe I can take a small position here. Maybe I can start getting excited again. Just wait for the 20 moving averages to start crossing back above the 50s. Don't even worry about crossing above the 200 just yet. But if you wanted to start looking to take some small positions for swings, I would really wait to see, hey, as the 20 moving average crossing above the 50 on any major coins, or if you start seeing them on 5 or 6 altcoins that you know on the higher edge of the market cap spectrum, that could be very, very, very good for us. But until then, it's going to take a minute. And if you guys noticed, altcoins had their death crosses far before Bitcoin did. So maybe they would have their golden crosses well before Bitcoin and Ethereum did as well, right? If you go back over here to Bitcoin very fast, it's been a minute. It's going to take some time for us to get back above them. Because what has to happen here is one of two things. Either the price has to jump so far up that the moving averages will catch up and break back and do golden crosses over time. That's less likely, and I don't like when that happens personally because you can't use it as an indicator like for future returns. You can't try to gauge the future of it. Usually, when that happens, it's already run up by the time you want to buy. So you want to buy it. You want to buy at the low levels. Excuse me. Oh, what? Like right here, I know we would have wanted to buy right here, but we did have a golden cross here. See, it went down a little bit more, but I would have felt pretty confident buying stuff around these levels because golden cross here, and then boom, look at that. Went soaring. The 50 over the 200 is much more important than the 20 crossing below the 50. But it's going to take some time, you guys can see, for these two blue lines to cross back over. What's most likely going to need to happen is you're going to see the yellow line, the 200 daily moving average. You're going to need to see that come down, and then it'll be a little bit easier. So if we look at this maybe from a 2-hour chart, you guys can probably see what I'm talking about. See how we made an attempt as the moving averages were a lot closer. That was the perfect opportunity to take the chance. We got slammed, of course, but there was the opportunity. And now on the 4-hour, we're getting closer and closer. Excuse me, the 2-hour, we're getting closer and closer for the opportunity for us to break above that. So that's what we're going to be waiting for here. If we maybe at a 5-minute example, it'd be kind of nice to see. There you go, cross, golden cross. You might have missed buying right here, but you could have had some good confidence buying after those 2 golden crosses for short-term returns. But you guys get my point. All right, then we're coming back down. More aggressive move down after the 2 crosses occurred. Cross 1, cross 2, right? Maybe that signals we're going to come up even more, but you did miss this nice rally beforehand. So there's some give and take. You're not just using the crosses themselves. You're also using technical analysis like, trend lines, Ichimoku clouds, RSIs, MACDs, oscillators, whatever you guys want to use. Just don't only stick to the moving averages here. But remember, sometimes they can be very helpful. Like here's the weekly chart for Bitcoin. Next couple of weeks, we're about to have a cross where the 20 crosses down below the 50. Which MACD, MA. There you go. Oh, that's weird. All right. Yeah, but the last time it happened, boom. The time before that it happened, it happened right here. Right. This is the Binance one, not the Coinbase. Last time it happened right here, boom. All right. So it usually does, something bad usually does happen in that scenario. Let me see if I can actually go here. Bitcoin, Coinbase, USD. There we go. See? Death cross 1, boom. Death cross 2, boom. But, according to Coinbase, I guess, they haven't been tracking the data as long as we would like here. As far as like the longest chart data we can find. Last 2 times it happened, we came back down to the 200 weekly moving average. Right now, the 200 weekly moving average is at $19,479. Maybe by over the next few weeks, it'll hop back up to $20,000 or so. But before we even start thinking about those levels, which are definitely a possibility, unfortunately, we really have to focus on the support level of about 28,800. That's the neckline for this double top pattern that we see, and it's also a key Fibonacci level, which would be fantastic for us. But Bitcoin's pretty heavy right now, so we may finish off this week fine, and then next week we really start to tank down. So we may even take on a Monday, or excuse me, Sunday. Pop that back up there. Hey, Monica. Excuse me. Let's see. I will, after the stream, I'll look for your message on Discord. If not, you can always email me. I think I have my email and my channel name, and I can help you out for sure. He needs the UID number, apparently, so that's just like the account number, but I don't want you to share it on the chat, right? See. Hey, JC, I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much, JC. Hey, Jerry. Oh, hey, Crackerville. Happy to see you back, my man. Let's see. Just hold. Let's see. Isn't now a good opportunity? Hey, Jack. So, right now, if you guys wanted to buy, you guys would only be taking small positions, And the reason you'd be taking small positions is because if we continue to drop, you'll be able to help out your average over time. The one thing you do not want to do right now is go all in, because if Bitcoin takes another 5 to 10% drop over the next couple of weeks, that huge portion of money you invested in there, it's going to be down about 10%, which is not going to be any fun. So you're mitigating your losses here. You're also mitigating some returns in the future. But right now, Bitcoin is in this massive, this massive bearish pattern here. And if that massive bearish pattern really does complete itself, Bitcoin's coming down to $20,000. And it's going to follow some historical norms that's been doing it happened in 2018, it happened in 2020, and it could happen in 2022. Now, I don't know why it's every 2 years, but it can definitely happen. So, as we kind of watch this here, back to the weeklies. So there's two patterns that you guys can see here with fairly easy to see. Oh, so 1 second here. There we go. Okay, there you go. So first of all, we have the head and shoulders that was most recent. You guys can see the upward momentum, top, fell down, shoulder number 1, ahead, came back down, shoulder number 2, then breakdown, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, breakdown confirmed, all right? Now on top of that, this head and shoulders is currently inside of a double top. So top 1, top 2, the neckline, same neckline as we had here, just different pattern. And if we break down below this neckline, our next major level of support, if that does occur, is going to be right there at this peak. And you can see the highs we had back in the day. The heck was that? The highs we had back in the day right here was about $19,798. Okay. And you can see when we ended up trying to break back a while back here in December of 2020, it was a support. It was a resistance level. Look at it. We had some trouble breaking above it. We had some trouble there. And so if Bitcoin does break down below this level, that's the next level we can go down to. And what's going to happen on top of that? You're going to see the 20 weekly moving average cross down below the weekly 50 moving average. Hint, the green line's going to cross down below the blue line. All right. Now, what happened the last time that occurred? Right here it occurred, and we had a drop of about... I can't even see at that point. We had a drop of about 55%. 55%. Did it happen before then? Oh, let me go back over here to another Bitcoin one. There you go. Happened right here as well. What happened since then? Let's go from here. It dropped 50%. And it came into contact with the 200 weekly moving average at both times. First in 2018, then 2020, maybe in 2022. And that seems pretty realistic to me. Now, if that does occur, we really want to hold this moving average here. We really want to hold the 200. If we can, let's say we come down here, we end up breaking down. If we can bounce off and then consolidate and do something wacky like that, I'm all for that. The one thing we just really don't want to do is break and close down below this here, because if we start moving down below this, we might even have something really crazy in the future where we have the 50 moving average crossing below the 200, and that may take us back down to 12,000 or something completely out of the ordinary, where people would like legitimately start freaking out like berserk. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. But if this continues to kind of come up here and we have a pretty bad, nasty fall where we break down below the 200, it can definitely happen. But for now, I'm not too concerned about that. I think a good floor for us right now is going to be around the $20,000 to $22,000 level. If where I'm placing my limit orders, and if you guys don't know, limit order just means I'm placing an order and I'm telling the exchange the maximum amount I'm willing to pay for it. I'm going to be setting up my limit orders starting around $22,000 or so. Until then, I'm more than happy to do some swing trades. I have some small positions I accumulate every now and again in case Bitcoin were to do some rapid reversal or something like that. But you got to think about this in terms of scenarios. Like plan A is this. Plan A is if we stay bullish, We come back down here to test out the neckline around 30,000, 28,800. We manage to stay up here and we find support. I will take a small position over here to see what happens. A small one, but I'll take a position. From there, I'll be actually using the day chart. I'll be looking up the Ichimoku cloud. And I'll be waiting to see if we have an opportunity to break out above it. Because every time we have a reversal coming, reversal breaking out of the cloud, we have a good return. So this was this one broke out of the cloud, but you see how it wasn't a major reversal? This was a major downturn. It reversed, and if you bought on the breakout there, you had an opportunity at the highest to make about 72%. Your altcoins would have made more. Before that, came back down into this cloud, broke out again off of a downtrend. This downtrend was down 25%, pretty sizable downtrend compared to this. What is this? What did we end up doing for the breakout? Like 10% or so. Or what did it come into the cloud? Sorry, about 20%. Not too bad, but you can definitely see the difference in price level. And then from here, all I'm waiting for is pretty much just waiting for this Ichimoku cloud. We're not even close to it right now. But this thing has been pretty darn accurate after you see some pretty sizable drops here. All the way back down here, came up out of the Ichimoku cloud on a nasty reversal. Boom. Small reversal, broke out. Well, I guess everything's to scale now. 20%? Yeah, it's okay. Sorry for the cough, guys. COVID sucks. But you guys get my point here. Right now, it looks like Bitcoin's just trying to do some little funny business and then come back down here. Right? So for now, that's all I'm waiting for. Oh, jeez, I think I pulled a muscle in my back by coughing. I'm turning old. Wait for it. I'll be in this awkward position for a minute. Ouch. All right. I got a Theragun for this. I need to start using it. Oh, what is 5? There we go. And Bitcoin's trying to make a small move at the moment. Hey, Murder Hill, can you do one for TradingView? I can make a tutorial for TradingView for you guys. I am probably going to have to do a mega long video for it and try to cut it up a little bit. It'll probably be like a 50-minute tutorial to learn how to use TradingView. I'll do one, like more of a brief 15-20 minute overview one, and then I think I'll do a small tutorial, like a 5-minute one for each individual tool, because I think people really want to specify certain tools when they get into TradingView. Like, some people need to learn how to use the fib retracement. Some need to learn how to use trend-based fib extension. I don't use it, but people might want to know. Maybe somebody wants to know how to draw a Gann fan. Maybe somebody wants to draw 2 Gann fans instead of drawing a Gann fan squared or Gann squared fixed or a Gann box, right? So there's a whole bunch of things you have to do. There's a whole bunch of things, like there's a process to all of it. So I guess that's the best way to do it. Like when you want to draw a Gann fan line, you want to have log turned on, the log scale. It makes a difference. All right, so but yeah, I'll get started on that, and I'll put that on my list. Because right now, as far as my channel is concerned, I'm pretty much posting up all the old tutorials I have. But I know a lot of you guys never saw the old tutorials because I was pumping out so much content that YouTube wasn't notifying you guys because they already sent you notifications for my streams, if that makes sense. So if I go over here to my other channel... like this, all right. I thank you guys for subscribing to the secondary channel. I have breakouts and tutorials, but right here, if I go to my content, all of this stuff is scheduled out. Scheduled. Some stuff is pretty easy. You guys won't even need to use it. Some of this is more interesting, like how to use time frames during live trading, the most bullish breakouts, the scanner I use on Finviz, a lot of Finviz scanner settings, so that way you guys can use all of them all. But they go out until like February 10th or so. So I got a lot of stuff planned for you guys there. So if you guys want to look at the tutorials and stuff like that, this will be the channel for it. Just because YouTube doesn't notify people when I post content, so it's been a pretty freaking annoying. But that's my fault for not understanding YouTube when I first signed up for it. I don't blame YouTube for it. It's their platform. There we go. Hey, Starscream, happy to see you back. I know a lot of people that watch both streams. I know a lot of that. Hey, Michael, pulled a muscle coughing. Geez, take care of yourself, mate. I know. I, I'm just stressed out about family stuff. You know, I have to take care of my mom. She's at my place. I haven't slept in my own bed in like a few weeks now since my mom's taken my bed. I'm just like, I need my life back, but I have to take care of my mom as well. So my whole life has been kind of tossed up and turned around. Um, it is what it is, though. It'll get better. I got Loki to keep me company, and I think over the next few days, I haven't been able to get sleep. I think that's what it is, because I have to wake up in the morning to let my mom's caretaker person in, and so normally where I might sleep in a little bit, I can't do that anymore. And I don't want to fall asleep too early because I'm usually watching something or I'm having my quality time. And if I don't have like a little bit of me time to like watch some Netflix, watch some whatever, hang out with a friend, who knows, I get like then I have no social life, which is even worse. Let's see. On how to use the moving averages and other things. Yeah, I can make tutorials about that. I have one right now. I'll see if I can find it. I think it's scheduled pretty soon. Like I have one specifically about golden crosses and how to use them and things like that, and how to do some back testing on them, which would be pretty nice. But yeah, I want to give you guys a lot of practical tutorials that you guys would figure out. I just need to work on the titles and how to structure them to be a lot better for you guys. Let's see. And Noah's Murder here. Yeah, I'll be happy to help you guys out with that. And hey, Daniel, I'm doing a lot better. COVID was it wasn't too rough on me, but the after effects were kind of annoying. So when I had COVID, I had coughs, no fever, coughs, and a sore chest, and kind of just overall weakness. It was very hard for me to breathe. After like about a week of that, I, you know, the cough just kind of lingered with me. And so I kind of have a stuffy nose, and that cough, because of it, the cough's just been with me ever since. And the cough's been with me for like five. No, the cough's been with me about a month now. A month. So it has not been too fun for me so far. Mostly because you guys know, when I do a tutorial, I can't. And I'm talking about something, saying, hey, here's how you use the golden cross, moving averages, whatever. Whenever I talk, if I'm hacking up a lung every other like 30 seconds, I can't make a video. And so it's been postponing all of my tutorials for the most part. What I've had to do is make hot tea every few minutes, get like really, really hot so it melts everything in my throat, and then try to record the video. And if it doesn't work, I got to make another bit of tea, then do it all over again. And if that doesn't work, I got to take a break because by then my stomach is full of tea. Hey, Michael, what do you think about the the Dow Jones 100-year chart compared with the Bitcoin's 4-year chart? You think we can do what the Dow Jones did in 4 years? The charts are very similar. Recently, have a look. Uh, I just wish the charts had more years on them. It's always so. Maybe though. 'I hope if that were the case, we were up here by now. I mean, 22. Yeah. I mean, so personally, I think we can do something similar to what the Dow Jones did and how the markets reacted to it. But I don't think it's going to be as slow as what the Dow Jones did. I think we're going to be much more aggressive about how we play it. or about how much money floods in there. I think blockchain is going to be so freaking revolutionary that people just can't resist it. There's just so much money out there right now, and with high inflation, there's just more money to go around, if you ask me. But speaking of the Dow here, guys, we still haven't broken down. We're still holding support here on the Dow. I don't know if the SPY is anything different, S&P, but we're still holding support. So until we start breaking down here, there's not really much you can do on the SPY. Region Air, huh? NASDAQ, I guess it found its own support. What the heck support is this? Right there? That's the support it wanted to hinge all of everything on? Okay. Well, yeah, this hasn't broken down below support, though, as well. So right now, the stock market's still fighting back pretty strong here. There you go. You can see in real time we're trying to break above the 50 here, so we should see a big spike if we're trying to get above that. Um, Loki the trading dog, he will make millions. You know, maybe when I start doing my weekly playlist again, once the market kind of turns around and I can feel more confident about giving you guys more bullish plays, I'm thinking of just having it, calling it Loki's watch list. Loki's watch list will do the trick. See, hey Moonshine, yeah, everybody's getting COVID right now. Hopefully, it just kind of passes. But I haven't heard anybody getting too sick from it so far. At least people, people I know. Let's see. Drinking a lot of water during the day should help with sleeping. On the average, 2 to 4 liters a day, 8 cups. Let me know how you go. How you do? Oh no, I drink a lot of water. It's not so much water as I drink tea. I drink a lot of water and tea, mostly tea though. But I mean, tea's just water. I usually drink about 4 to 5 of these teapots a day. Um, it does give me a lot more energy. But for some reason, yeah, it's just it's brutal. This cough, it just messes up my time. And hey, Crazy G, hey man, I'm doing pretty well, my man. I'm getting over COVID, but I'm almost done at this point. I'm just waiting for my nose to get back to normal, and I think that's just the drain and just messing up my throat. So once that's over, I'll be good to go. Hopefully there. Oh man. Hey, Ghost. Good evening. Good evening. And hey, Magatoni. Water is definitely very good. I mean, I drink mostly tea. In the morning, you guys know I have that espresso machine. Um, I usually put like a dollop of milk in a shot glass, like 2 shot glasses, because one for each of the pours on the espresso machine. And I put them underneath there, and I just pour a full shot of espresso in there in the morning. Shot. I drink a cup of water after that. Then after that, by the end of the day, I'm always on tea. Always on tea. Mm. Oh, and here, and you're talking about May 82. 82. 82. You said May. A little bit of a double top pattern right there. I could see something similar to that. I could see something similar to there. Ran into the 200 moving average there on the daily though. Whoosh. Got smacked back down. I just hope we're not in that aggressive downtrend here though. Yeah, kind of reminds me of what we had back in the consolidation period we had back last April, May, or yeah, May, more May. I would really like to see Bitcoin soar though here. Oh yeah, this was the dot com. No, that wasn't dot com. What the heck? What happened here? I never got into like finance history where we saw all the crazy stuff that happened in the markets. Yeah. Right now, I'm really hoping Bitcoin can just hold this support level. It's not really even a major support level, but if it can hold it, it'd be nice. Sell zone one, sell zone two, sell zone three if we break down below it, but I'm hoping we don't. Oh, and yeah, you guys saw the long candles I was talking about right there a few seconds ago. When breaking above and moving it, like it's that type of small stuff I'm going to try to have tutorials for you guys on. And I don't even know if it'll be called a tutorial, but it's just something you guys would know. And it's something that you guys probably see all the time. You guys just never, it never kind of sinks into your head what's going on there. Um, Excuse me, but I'm going to, I'll make tutorials for you guys explaining like, hey, did you guys know, that basically, did you know blank, and I'll make a little story out of it. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Ghost, how do we feel about that double bottom on SPY? Well, right now I'm not trading anything in either market. I was hoping today that the SPY, NASDAQ, and Dow would all break down below those support levels, and none of them did. They all held. They opened up strong and got slammed down through the middle of the day, but throughout the whole day, they still held those support levels. So until they break down, you know, I'm just kind of patiently waiting. I'm looking at a few particular stocks to see if they continue to break down. Tesla broke down. That was a big one. Tesla's pretty expensive as far as the options market is concerned, so I didn't buy any of there. I just bought some yellows that I cashed out of today. I was expecting them to have bad guidance going forward, and they didn't have the best guidance, so that was good. Um, uh, But right now, it leads me to be more cautious about entering any positions. I want to see it break down. I want to see a breakdown happen there so I can start buying some more puts. In particular, maybe Apple, maybe some Microsoft. Microsoft had good earnings, but it doesn't mean it won't get slammed later on by just the market going down in general. Yeah, I'm going to make a new watch list. It'll be part of this channel only, not the tutorials channel that I'm going to be vamping up here pretty soon. But I'm going to, how do I say it? I'm gonna make a specific watch list of maybe we're gonna start off with 10 stocks, 10, and those are gonna be the most bullish plays we talk about. Anything else will be on a separate watch list, and we'll watch them. We'll trade them just like anybody else. But I want you guys to become experts in certain stocks along with me. That way, if let's say you guys wanted to really start trading options on your own, you would have a great head start above everybody else by just knowing those particular stocks. You guys can. I'm at a loss of words about how to try to. I'm trying to explain this. The best way you guys can become full time traders is just by sticking to a certain amount of stocks that you know very very well. All right. If you know those stocks very, very well, you know their high points, their low points, if they like to be faked at, if they do fake outs a lot, if they don't do fake outs a lot. Like Apple, when Apple breaks out, it loves to break out. But when Tesla likes to break out, it doesn't always break out the way you would expect it to. It can be a really annoying time trying to guess the right Tesla breakout. So what you have to do for Tesla is kind of buy them with a later expiration date, but that comes with a lot of extra cost that I personally don't like to do. So what I do is I put more capital behind Apple. So instead of only being able to buy like maybe 20 Tesla calls, I can buy hundreds and hundreds of Apple calls. So there's and Tesla calls are just cheaper. And so as time goes on and we look at these, let's call it 10 to 15, maybe 15 stocks. As time goes on, you guys will have a full understanding of all the options, how the options market works for those, all the secret little tricks that deal with them, yeah, how they reflect on breakdowns, how they normally have good earnings, bad earnings. You'll have a certain news section on your own computer or phone. We can see what's going on, stuff like that. I won't go too into it, but I want to get us down to a certain watch list. And then if you guys have plays that you guys ever have questions about, the members know you guys can ask me any question about any play you guys want to. I'd be happy to give my opinion on it. Um, yeah, that's like the gist of it. But I'll do it this weekend. Saturday, I have to wake up, get my mom to dialysis. But after my mom's at dialysis, I should be free to make a watch list. This watch list will not have like hidden gems in it or something like that. It'll have stuff like Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, AMD, a lot of tech heavy focused stocks, but they have pretty cheap options prices on it. So instead of paying a few $100 for a particular option, you may only pay like $100 for it, right? And then you start off with a few, then you can buy more if you want to over time, stuff like that. But I think that'd be the best way to do it going forward because let's say we have a few good plays. Some of you guys may try to go do your own plays and it may not work out. You may ruin all those profits. So if you guys do go off on your own plays and try to do your own stuff, at least choose something off of the watch list that we've been watching. Because I may only say, hey, I'm really bullish about this breakout, but you may say, hey, this other one that we've been watching for a while, it's at support. Do you think I should buy some? And I'll say, I don't like it too much there, but I'm just overly cautious because I really want to just trade the breakout, or I'm more particular if it does break down, I'd like to buy some puts on it. Something more like that where I want to go with the movement of the stock. But, maybe there's some news coming out later on in the week, and that'll keep it steady Eddie for just enough time where you want to buy some, do a quick pop, make some money off of it. My risk analysis, how much risk I want to put on my shoulders is way different than the amount of risk you guys want to put on your shoulders. And to kind of compensate with that, I'll be kind of guiding you guys how things are working out. And then if it works out for you, make sure to write that in your trading journal so as time goes on, you can say, hey, that worked out for me, let me try it again. And if it works out again, hey, this really works out for me. Try it again and again and again. And sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Try to figure out the balance for yourself, and over time, you'll see what's working for you and what's not. And then you have two options from there. You're going to keep on doing what's doing right? You're going to keep on doing what's doing well for you. But then with the stuff that it's not doing well, like, something good is happening, something not good is happening, what you're going to be doing is saying, hey, I have two choices here. What's not working for me, I could either try to improve my quality of trading to make sure it does work for me. That's option one. Very hard. It's difficult. It takes time, but we all have time, right? Most of us. And then the second option is saying, hey, I'm good at this. I suck at this. I'm going to stop trying to do this, and then I'm just going to go full-time there. All right. And there's a third thing I probably would have told you guys to do as well, and that is I'm good at this. I suck at this. I'll keep doing this with my real money. I will practice doing this with paper money until I'm good enough to start using real money again on it. All right. So those are your kind of options going forward. I'll spell all of this out over time, but I think it's like the most practical way to teach you guys how to trade full time without exposing you guys to too much risk and keeping you guys somewhat organized. Organization is going to be key here, guys. It's going to be key. If you guys can't keep track of your data, it's not going to work out to your benefit at all. It's just not going to work out to your benefit. Let's see. Hey, Ryan, thoughts on BNB? Yeah, we can talk about it very fast. BNB. Up-a-dip-a-doo. I don't know why it's so low down. There we go. Give me a second here. Where is the... Oh, there it is. Wow, we did not close below this. So it's at support right now. It's not the closest level of support. I would say if Bitcoin does want to hit back up here to $40,000, you could take a nice little pop here. You might be able to get up to the 20-day moving average yourself for like an extra 5-6% profit there over the next few days. I would say going forward, you know me, I think Bitcoin is more bearish than bullish at this point. I think we're going to probably try to come back down here to test out $30,000 over the next couple weeks, maybe even next week. But my thing here is if you see Binance, look at, we're close to having, well, we had our first death cross here. We're close to having a second death cross here pretty soon. And if that does occur, I would say BNB is going to come back down here to test out 252, then most likely down here to 212 or so. And that'd be a pretty, that'd be a pretty significant loss from there. That'd be a loss of about, okay, magnet doesn't work all the time. About 58% from here. So I would say it's more reasonable for it to at least come back down here to, yeah, the 250 level. Still pretty big drop though. So I would say this would be a pretty nasty one. This one's kind of gone more parabolic than a lot of others over the years because it's BNB is famous, isn't it? But just really watch this breakdown right here. If that breakdown happens, I don't know what good that support at 318 will do for us. I'd move that support right around here to about 256 or so. Yeah. For now, as long as it holds, you have the opportunity for it to actually do a little bit of consolidation. You like that, but you're really banking on Bitcoin having a major reversal for that to happen. But it hasn't broken down yet. It has not broken down yet. I'm thinking that 50-day moving average death cross that's going to happen here pretty soon. That's going to be the main thing that really drives it down going forward, along with Bitcoin price. Hey JC, what kind of wine did I buy yesterday? I did not buy any wine yesterday. Oh, I think you're probably talking to something about else. I do have wine I need to pick up though. Personally, I do have some wine I need to pick up. I'll probably do it tomorrow when I'm going downtown. Hey, he goes, yeah, I know a lot of people want to trade options, so I'm gonna do my best to help you guys out there. You guys just know me. Like every time I want to do something, something family related comes up, and it just destroys any chance I have of doing it. So I'm really trying to plan everything out. Now that my mom has more helpers, I got a cleaning lady to help me out clean my place because I could be a slob sometimes. Um, I should have everything planned out, and then I'm buying a camera here pretty soon. I tried to buy it a while ago, but it was sold out, so I got a refund on it. I'm thinking of buying the Sony 6400. I think that's what it's called. And then later I'm gonna buy the Black Magic 6K or something like that. But that'll be pretty fun. Um, Somebody just asked me about PYR. Hey Michael, PYR. What is PYR? You asking if you mixed out on it? Wait, so PYR Prognosis Canada. Okay, so it's not this one because I'm looking at the price. PYR. So I'm guessing it's a crypto. Wait, PYO. PYR. I'm guessing this is around the same price. Okay, there we go. I've been waiting for a breakdown since 677 and a few days ago now. Well, if you're waiting for a breakdown, you should still be fine here. Coming in contact with the 20-day moving average here. The resistance you're currently looking at is about $12, I would say. Maybe if I go over here to the 2-hour chart. I mean, you have a little bit of support right here, 1, 2, if you will. I would see what happens over the next few days, but I wouldn't be buying a short on this just yet here. I would wait to see if it breaks out above the 200 moving average here on the 2-hour chart. That looks like a level of resistance maybe on the 3-hour, 4-hour, yeah. Okay, so there's definitely going to be some levels of resistance here. This is a pretty aggressive trend line. Tapped right there on the 4 daily. There's nothing there on the daily. I would give it some time before shorting, and I don't feel comfortable shorting this one right now. Mostly just because I have a lack of data. I don't even have a 200 daily moving average here. I would say if Bitcoin has a pop here in the next few days, where next 24 hours, and if Bitcoin hits around $40,000, $39,000, maybe as high as $43,000 if it gets really pumped up there, around that price zone is where you'd be looking to play that breakdown on this one. And because that's when Bitcoin hits its resistance, so if you time the Bitcoin resistance up with the price of PYR, that'll be your best opportunity to start shorting this. But you wouldn't do it off of the PYR technicals alone because they just don't look too helpful, I guess you would say. They're not bad, they're just not looking helpful, right? But especially if you're looking for a breakdown, you still got plenty of time. Let it come up, let Bitcoin do its thing, and if it Bitcoin booms, you'll have a great opportunity to short this sucker back down. It'll be a 1 to 2 day trade maybe. If you want to hold it long, you definitely can. You're just going to be banking on Bitcoin having a stronger move towards $30,000. Hey, Ghost. Yeah, I've been hopping in Discord a little bit more often. I know you guys have been hopping in Discord a little bit more often too, and I've been happy about that. I need to hop on there some more, but I need to get a life. um, or yeah, I need to get more life so I can actually go on Discord. Hey Deborah, I wonder if we head over for a recession, how Bitcoin will hold up. Bitcoin should hold up fine in a recession. My thing right now is we're not in recession territory or even close. I would say what's going on right now is it's an affordability issue caused by inflation, which could lead to a recession down the line, but we won't see those signals until at least the summertime. Bitcoin should continue doing its own thing in that time. If But I think overall Bitcoin would be fine in that scenario. Of course, we would take a hit and stuff like that, but I don't think that would necessarily like devastate Bitcoin. I think the technicals would still take over from there, and you know Bitcoin, no matter where it's going, it would still want to go in that direction. Now let's hope we're not at all time highs and all of a sudden we enter a recession because that'd be very bad. Let's hope we're at some type of medium level. We may take a dip down to a lower level and then we kind of rocket off from there. See. Hey, Jay, it's Trucking Inc. Would you buy Bitcoin at right now? I would at 30,000. I would take a small position in it and see if Bitcoin held $28,800. Right now, I have my limit order set to $29,000, and then I have another one set to $29,000 500. Those are my two limit orders right now. If we hit those levels, awesome. We'll buy. I'll see if we can get a short term pop out of them. Otherwise, they have a stop loss set to 28,000 even. If 28,000 were to trigger, those two trades would be executed for a loss, and I would lose a couple percent. I'd be more than happy to take the opportunity to buy around those levels though. So I'm looking to buy at 29,000 and 29,500. I have more money ready to invest at 29,000 than I do 29,500, but they're both pretty good amounts of capital to be looking at there. And yeah, let me see if I can pull up the Discord for you, Michael, or no, Alps. Give me a second. It's loading up here on the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wick, 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 wick. It looks somewhat similar. It looks. I get what you're trying to say. It does look pretty similar. Hold on. Give me a second. I get what you're saying, and it actually kind of goes to what I was talking about before about us going down to $20,000. You can see this where this bottom red line here is the 256 EMA. That's around like $23,000 or so. Um, if we the 200 weekly moving average can hit around that level. We might go down a little bit more, a little bit less, but this isn't an exact science, of course. But yeah, I agree with part of this. I agree with it. I'm always really precise, so I'm like it looks similar, but it's not exact, so my brain doesn't like it. But yes, you are correct with it. They do look very very similar. And that kind of goes in, but the reason I like it is it really does go into that part about Bitcoin here. If we go to Bitcoin, the US Coinbase one, to that, why is monthly here but weekly not? There we go. As we head into that weekly, we have the double top, right? Breakdown, come back down here. I would love to see a volt. I don't know if it'll be that fast, but if it, I'd be happy with some consolidation then ripping up. But we really don't want to come into contact with this 200 weekly moving average for long. And we might have something fast and as fast like this. I would probably think it's going to be more like this, where we kind of get scared for a little bit, just because there's so many more traders nowadays. I feel like people are going to like freak out a lot more. Um, we'll see how all that turns out. Um, but institutions will step in eventually. Institutions don't want to see crypto go down too fast here. But we still haven't had the death cross with the 20 weekly over the 50 weekly. As soon as that happens, we're going to have a pretty steep drop here. I mean, we may even have the drop before it happens, to be honest, but you know, we at least you guys have listened to me say I think we might head down to 20,000, but before that we got to really watch and see what happens at 28,800. That's what I'm waiting for right now. Who knows what's going to happen, but those are some of the possibilities that we could have over the next few weeks. So overall, not looking good. Long term, great. Short term, yuck. All right. And push. There we go. A little bit more consolidation here. Yeah, no worries, Ryan Michael. Let's see. Hey, Mike, how long does alt season last, and what kind of average gain do you think might happen? Altcoin season lasts as long as it lasts. Normally, it lasts about a couple months, if you ask me, on average. Um, Sometimes even just as short as a month. And the other part of your question, an average gain. It's a pretty wide swing there. Anywhere from like 100 to 1,000% on average, depending on the coin you want to go with. If you choose more speculative coins that have a much greater risk, some of those can go up like thousands or even tens of thousands of percent. Let's go over here to coinmarketcap.com. And you guys know, if you guys want to make a lot of money during the next altcoin season, whenever it happens, we have no idea when it's going to happen. Whenever it does happen here, what you're going to do is do what I say right now. This will be like the process of which you go through it. You're going to go over here to coinmarketcap.com. There are more websites than coinmarketcap.com. You can go to CoinGecko, etc. All right. You're going to go down and you're going to skip all these high market cap coins, okay? The ones that have hundreds of millions of market cap, stay away from them. They can make you money, but they're not going to make as much money as those parabolic runs. So, for you guys to be safe, I'll say try to find a coin that has less than $200 million market cap. I like the 50 million market cap to 100 million market cap. That's just me though. Or if I find some cheaper coins, I like to buy some there, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's go to page 5 on coinmarketcap.com. And now we're at 83 million. Let's go back a little bit here just so I can help you guys out a little bit more. Let's try 142 million market. This is fine, okay? And you may say, why buy it so cheap? Why isn't it more risk? Of course it is. And if we go back over here to Doge, Doge market cap. No, really, Doge market cap chart. Okay, here, fine. Let me find Dogecoin here. Oh, Doge is back in the top 10. Whoop-de-whoop. Okay. We go here to market cap Dogecoin chart. We go to all, back before Doge really exploded over here back in the day, Doge's market cap in 2020, well before it even got on the radar of most people, the market cap was all the way at $442 million market cap, all right? But this was a crazy coin. It went from let's say $333 million market cap all the way up to 88 billion. This is what you would call a jackpot meme coin. Jackpot. Not everything lands in a jackpot that goes up that crazy of a percentage increase, right? It doesn't go up that much. What you're hoping for is just a little, like a fraction of it, just a fraction of it, right? So if we go over here to the price, trading view, you'll see that we ended up coming up about 16,000%, right? Would you guys be okay with 10,000% or even 3,000%? I think you would, right? So this is more likely of what you're going to be looking at if you get these really small speculative coins. Now you can do coins that have hundreds of millions in market cap. You can do them, definitely do them. I just like the cheaper ones. It's just me. So what I like to do here, and this is something you can do over time because the market's always kind of going up and down. When you guys are buying these coins, don't really care about what the chart looks like at the time because you're just going to be holding these for a long time. If you buy any of these coins and you're hoping for the next Doge coin, the next sheep, the next whatever, excuse me, mana, whatever, You're literally going to buy it and forget about it, right? Then you're going to remember it as soon as you see, oh, don't I own that? And you see how the profits are. You guys can buy these coins at any time you guys want to. It's a pretty good time to buy them now because of the way the market is. But let's just kind of go through a coin. I like buying coins that are under a penny because the way the average investor's mind works, new investors are not really too bright on what happens in the market. They don't really understand what market cap is, how why sheep can't reach $1, why sheep can't go reach $10, whatever. They just don't understand that, but they think if it does reach $10, I would be a trillionaire, something crazy like that. So I would choose a coin that's under a penny, preferably 2 zeros before the first number, maybe 3 if you want to get in there really early. All right. So let me go down here. I wish I could lower the price here, but TradingView CoinMarketCap.com did something where if I click on this, it doesn't just organize the page for me. It will organize the entire website, like all 1,000, like 5,000-6,000 coins. It'll organize it for me, and I don't want to see that happen, which really sucks. But anyway, so basically, I come over here. I'm going down. I'm going down. What's under a penny? Anything under a penny over here? Nope. Oh, I need to get this little scroll bar here. Oh, this hurts my eyes. Electronium, $124 million market cap. For this sake here, let me just open it up. I'll open it in a new tab, or if you want, you can favorite it, but I wouldn't favorite it until you actually get something you like it. We come down here. Let's look at the chart. It had a crazy pop all the way up here to 18-20 cents here a while ago. Look at that. And right now it's less than a penny. Right? So is it on TradingView? Oh, it is. Okay, sweet. All right. So back over here, it had a rally if you would have bought it and just kind of forgot about it for a while. The return here was about 1,000%. Now, that should be enough for you guys. I know sometimes it's not. It's okay to sell whenever you guys want to, but you don't have to sell for the smaller ones right here. Like, you don't have to sell for a couple 100%. You could shave some off, but you guys don't have to, right? A lot of you guys are just gonna be holding for that really high benchmark of 1,000% or more. Perfectly fine. Just make sure your expectations are reasonable there. So if I wanted to buy this now, right, and it's back under a penny, let's say it doesn't go like maybe it takes a year, who knows how long it'll take. It goes back up to all-time highs, all right? If it goes back to all-time highs, you'd be happy to see this go back up about 500%, which would be pretty decent, right? And so you could shave off some there. Personally, I don't want to trade something like this. What I want to trade here as I'm looking for coins is I want to find coins that are fairly newer. I want to find a coin where the chart looks something like this and it hasn't had that massive parabolic run up yet. All right? And that's one of the reasons I like to go to coins that are under $100 million or maybe even around $50 million market caps. I get more of those scenarios when I look at the charts. So for now, I don't like it too much. It's an okay one. It's not bad. It's just I want something better. Right? Especially if I'm about to toss $200 into it, I'm going to forget about it. Right? That's casino money. Come down here. Everpedia IQ? I don't know. It doesn't really have a good name. I don't really like it too much, but it's doing okay. $87 million market cap. All right, all right. That doesn't sound too bad. Let's go year to date, or excuse me, all. It's had a pretty big spike up here. I don't like that too much as well. It's okay. This is something that kind of goes back to the last one. It's not bad. It's not bad. If it goes back up towards all-time highs, you could still make about 382%. It's okay, But preferably, I want to find something that's pretty new, and I want to find it over here. So go back over here again. Maybe I can make this a little bit easier for me. And there should be a way to go over here. Filter. Category, no. Add filter. Nope. Okay, hold on. Sonisha Rose. No. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to go through this one by one. And it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a. It's not supposed to be something that happens really quickly, guys. Let's go to page 6. We're at $50 million market cap now. Refirm. 44 million market cap. All. It's already popped. I want to find newer coins. That's what I'm basically looking for. I know this may be a little bit annoying, but I really want to find coins that have fairly new to the market. Fairly new to the market. Market cap, all. It already popped off. The coins that haven't popped off and gone parabolic yet are the best because as soon as it breaks all-time highs, there's just not much resistance. The only resistance is people taking their profits. And so while I might not have as much time as I want to do this, with you guys, let's see. Tentative. Market cap, all. Already kind of popped up here. Cap. This isn't too bad. This isn't too bad here. This one isn't as bad. So it's popped, but it hasn't necessarily gone parabolic yet. It's only gone up to 117 million. This is a little bit more reasonable. So if you wanted to put some money into this sensitivate, whatever it is, you can do a quick look at the website. You guys will spend more time on the website than I am currently. You'll see what they're trying to do, see their vision. Web browser, that's pretty cool. Decentralized P2P coin, centralized service. You're going to do some looking around on it. And then from there, you actually can check out some of the social media. Let's see, the Twitter, 25,000 followers. Enough, not a lot, but enough to keep this. Okay, they have a community. Are people liking the content? Yeah, they are. I got 100 tweets. Last time I tweeted was in December. I'd hope they would tweet a little bit more than that, but that's fine. Nothing too crazy there. And so we're seeing some good stuff here. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. Now let's say I want to buy it. Oop, there we go. I want to buy it. Well, I'll come down here on coinmarketcap.com, and I'll scroll and I'll see where I have the opportunity to buy it. Right now, it seems like I can buy it on KuCoin, Uniswap, and Hotbit. So if you have that, definitely take a look at it. I would not be swapping for coins if it's on KuCoin. If it's on KuCoin, I'm not paying those damn gas fees. Gas fees are horrible. And so, that's what I'd be looking at as far as... that's what I'd be looking at here, excuse me. Yeah, and that's kind of the gist of it. And you'd put as much money as you want to. I would say no more than $200, $100 if you don't have to pay gas fees. One of the things I recommend you guys do is I have a link for BitGet down below, and I don't have a link for KuCoin, but KuCoin's really good as well. Open up a KuCoin account. Open up a BitGet account. One of the things I like about BitGet here, if I can just find it very fast. All right. Now there's a spot. I don't have any money in my spot account. It's all in the futures account. But if I go down here, I think there's a coin. Let me see. They have this program that they do, and called Launchpad. So if you have a new coin, they'll try to help you get a coin, your new coin to an exchange. Basically, that's what they're trying to do. And if I go over here, there's this coin called SMG coin. It's a very volatile coin because it just has these massive swings that make no sense. But that's because it's a newer coin. All right. But SMG, let's look at the SMG coin here very fast. Don't worry about all this type of stuff. I've been loading up on this and just putting it into a wallet here. I should probably buy some more of it here since it's kind of cheap, but I'm expecting it to maybe get cheaper here. Bitcoin does start to dump a little bit later on. But SMG, okay? SMG. Let's go over here. SMG. All right. And this market cap is $1.5 million. Remember, most people hopped on the Dogecoin train when Dogecoin was at, $300, $400 million market cap. I'm trying to buy this coin at $1.5 million market cap. So if it ever goes parabolic, I'll be very happy about it. The only thing about this coin here in particular is it's not under a penny, as you guys can see. So I don't assume it's going to have anything as massive as Dogecoin. But I think I can squeeze out a couple thousand % out of this. Mostly because it's on an exchange already. It'll be very nice. and it just has a very low market cap. I assume later on in this next bull run, this next altcoin season, this coin will pop. I'm not saying it's going to go 20,000% increase, 10,000% increase, but I think it'll have a decent, excuse me, guys, a decent return. Too much tea drinking there. And so that's how I'm playing it. And if I go to all, had a little bit of spike at the beginning, that's normal. Had a small spike in August, but really it hasn't had a major boom yet. And because it hasn't had a major boom yet, I'm okay with adding a little bit of this. And again, you're not putting much money into these plays. You're not supposed to put a whole bunch of money into these high-risk plays. You're supposed to put a lot of money into stuff like Ethereum, Bitcoin, stuff that's more stable, more safe, ADA, XRP, whatever, right? And so I could see myself putting a couple $100 in this and just leaving it alone. I put like $500 into it and I'm just leaving it alone. But this is one of my big YOLO plays. And again, there's nothing saying it's going to go parabolic. I'm just going to assume it is because it's altcoin season, it's on an exchange, some basic stuff here, but that's by no means saying it's going to go boom, if that makes sense. And you see where you can buy it. There's a whole bunch. Ooh, cramp in my foot. Wow, that scared the crap out of me. And you can see where you buy it. There's a whole bunch of different exchanges and stuff like that. You don't have to choose Bitget, but you guys get my point. Oh man, that felt crazy. I hate cramps, guys. I hate cramps so much. All right, there. There you go. And Bitcoin's still having a little bit of a fun time here. It looks like it's trying to rally up a little bit more. Trying to have the ugliest cup and handle I've ever seen. But I guess, who knows what's happening there. Let's see. Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I'll find the Discord link. I don't know why. So when I do Discord and I do the links to share my page, I always do here, I always do this where I go to invite people, right? Add an invitation link, and it says never expire, but it still expires. I don't know why it does it. Um, Let me get here, get out of it, there. Here's the link if you guys want to join the Discord. It's a small one. We're trying to grow it. You hop in when you want to. There's no need for you guys to be in there all the time if you guys don't want to. But we do talk about certain plays in there, which is pretty fun. And there's a whale in the Snapchat too. I'm going to sell you guys on Secret Fish, or Sexy Fish, I guess his name is now. And if you guys want to click the link down below, I will change it now. But I really have no idea why it just doesn't update itself. It's a freaking weird one. Oh, what's going on here? Let's see. Hey Matthew, do you think Doge will reach $1? I mean, I think over time, if you hold enough, yeah, it'll definitely reach $1. I don't really have a specific timetable. I'm going to start scaling off my Dogecoin probably around 60 to 70 cents though. I have no idea how high it's going to go on the next altcoin rally, but on the next altcoin rally, I'm going to sell most of my Doge off, probably about 90% of what I have left, which is about 50% of my initial investment. And then from there, I'm going to reinvest that money into a whole bunch of new crypto plays. My hope is by the time Dogecoin and a lot of these other coins start spiking up again, I'm hoping that there's going to be a new market involved. So the last major market that we saw was kind of like metaverse, but there's also been the NFTs. I made some money on the metaverse, but I didn't make any money off the NFTs because I just didn't really understand how they worked out. And my mind logically does not want to buy something like an NFT. It just doesn't like it. If you guys have NFTs, go for it. I'm not judging you at all. I don't like them. I don't like them enough to buy them. That's a better way to say it. And so I'm kind of waiting for that next big thing that could be speculative, and where I might take a few $1,000s of Dogecoin profits, and I might just buy something big and go yellow on it, and see if it makes me money down the road, But I'm waiting for that next big thing, There's a bunch of coins in the market right now. I think pretty soon, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think eventually it's going to be harder and harder for people to get their coins on major exchanges where they might have to do swaps and stuff like that. But I think regulation will come along. It'll make it very difficult for certain coins to actually appear on exchanges. So you might see stuff like Bitcoin, Binance, KuCoin, and Bitget and Femex and all the major exchanges. they may have rigorous rules that they have to enforce in order for the coin to get on there. Well, now they're rigorous, but they're not as rigorous as what the government would make them do, if that makes sense. Um, and so it'll be interesting to see with new coins being harder and harder to make and become success stories, what will happen to all that capital. It'll probably get funneled into the coins that are left, which would be very good for all of us that have long-term positions involved. See, Michael, just out of curiosity, does the chart show Turkish lira TYR? I'm questioning what the future is. TY, I don't know what that is. To TYR, TYR, TL. Why is it? Oh, okay. I don't think so. I can't find it here. TYR, T, T, TRYF. There's this one. There's the futures. I don't see it to the LY though. USD. Oh, there you go. Turkey's dollar is falling off a rock. Oh my gosh. Somebody's not managing their economy well. Meanwhile, well, part of that is also the dollar has been on a tear, I think, over the last few weeks, but that's insane. Like here, let's go to USD. Um, where's USD Euro? See, America's been on the tear the last few weeks, but America versus the euro has been getting stronger for a while now, ever since the financial crisis. The euro, the dollar used to be worth only 63% of a euro. Now it's worth 80, like 90% of a euro. So the euro is getting weaker and the dollar is getting stronger. So a stronger dollar isn't necessarily the best of things, but it helps out. It does have its good parts. Um, Meanwhile, China's debasing their currency, but uh, they need some help, don't they? Let's go back over here. There we are. All right. Hey, Ray, thoughts on Solana? Sola's probably going to come down even harder over the next few weeks, so I'd be careful with it. Bitcoin's looking to test out 28,800 pretty soon. Solar probably come back down to a major level of support, then fall down below that once Bitcoin heads down to 20,000 over the next few weeks. If Bitcoin does head down that far back down. See. Hey, Secret Fish, happy to see you back, my man. Hey, Kevin, you're the man for trying to help people. Yeah, I try to help you guys out as much as possible. You guys don't really have a certain amount of time and stuff like that, but for those of you guys that are members, I try to give you guys as much time as I can personally. I just once my mom is better, you know, things will get better for me. I'm assuming here I'll just have more time. Uh, like here, hold on a second. Like literally 15 minutes before my stream, my mom fell down, and I still haven't been able to get her up. So I put my bed mattress on the floor to get her comfortable, and then once she has a little bit more strength, I'm going to try to lift her up onto the wheelchair, then lift her up onto the bed here. But I went upstairs and I grabbed my heated blanket for her, and she's living life with a heated blanket. Apparently, she loves it. But I already bought her another heated blanket. So like my day to day life right now is like incredibly hectic, like incredibly, and I'm trying to manage a whole bunch of stuff like YouTube, my own trading. YouTube views are like down a lot, mostly just because Bitcoin's down a lot. I'm assuming. And that's why I'm revamping the channel a bit while the views are down, so I can kind of reinvent myself as we get out of this crap bowl shoot. And then teach you guys more than just trading, but some like remember guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to balance your budget type of stuff. I'm also going to be teaching you guys how to start saving a little bit more money. I want you guys to save money and start paying down your debt, like so the stuff that kind of leads to generational wealth type stuff. Remember, if you guys don't know, I grew up dirt poor. So every dollar that I make, I really do like it. Like, I cherish it. I don't spend my money all willy-nilly. I have my moments, but I don't do anything really crazy. Like, I still have a 2012 Ford Fusion because I don't need a new car just yet. Maybe sometimes I've tried to kill that car so I could buy a new car, but it's never worked because that thing's a trooper, which has been absolutely insane, right? And hey, Sugar Fish, hey, thank you very, very much, man. And I will tell her hello. I will. She's like literally like across the hallway in my room right now. So I will. Thank you very, very much, Sugar Fish. And if you have any questions whatsoever, Secret, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And I'm happy you made some good profits on those. What was this? The SPY puts. I wish you would have held till Monday. I didn't know Monday was going to go nuts, but that was a crazy freaking day. What's right here? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. But yeah, I appreciate it a lot. Sorry, my brain is like turning off right now. Hey Thomas, do you think there's still a chance to dump to 28K? Yes, 28,800. There's a strong chance we hit it. There's a good chance we also head back down to $20,000 or 23, 22, 21, somewhere around that. Sub $25,000 as well. Let's see. I heard that the Fed is doing all these drills to pump up the dollar. Um, I mean, we do want to raise interest rates here pretty soon. That's for sure. And hey, Michael, Cryo Wars. Cryo War. Okay. Excuse me. All market cap 38 million. Went up to $4 coming down here. Uh I mean, right now I wouldn't buy it. What I'd be doing right now is I'd wait for Bitcoin to really find a good bottom. That may be around $30,000. That may be around 20,000 dollars. Excuse me. And then I'd be looking to buy this. But I think it'd be fine. It hasn't really popped off too much. The market cap doesn't have market cap here information. But yeah, I mean, this looks okay. Small amount of money only. I'm assuming it's a token. Yeah. Okay. What does it do? Oh, here, let me just. So it's a video game. Let's play NFT. Okay. Oh, Unreal Engine. That's interesting. Okay. I think this would be okay for a long term hold. My own thing again about it is I would wait to buy it. I would wait until Bitcoin really does find a good support level before buying into it. That means I'd probably buy when Bitcoin's at like maybe a small position when Bitcoin's at 28,000 ish or 29,000 ish, and I would probably double down once Bitcoin hits around $20,000 ish or around the area, and then I would just hold that and I wouldn't be buying anymore. I would just hold it and see what happens to it over time. But remember, that's going to be a very high risk play there. You're really going to have to read the white paper and see what they're doing and see that they're making progress. One of the reasons that I'm so one of the reasons I like the metaverse coins so much is because if you go to the Telegrams, you go to their Facebook, social media, they give you updates. They show you the progress that's being made. They talk about the coders and everything like that. They show you the progress, which can be very, very helpful. Oh, excuse me. Oh, let me block this spammer very fast. Hey, Mike. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good night. A little tired, but it's one of one of those days, right? I appreciate Mike. Hope all gets better. Yeah, it'll get better here, guys. It'll get better. It's a life stuff, right? I mean, I'm happy this is happening now and not when Bitcoin's at $69,000, right? Um, I just need to figure out a way to get more of my social life back and my personal life back. It feels like without getting too sappy, it feels like all I'm doing right now is working on YouTube, personal trading, and then family stuff. So I'm trying to get back to more of me time, if that makes sense. My only me time I get in the week is when I take Loki to the dog park. And that's pretty fun. That's more of Loki time, but that's our time. So yeah, that's the good stuff I have. Let's see. Hey, Burphead, Flights of Floki. Thoughts on Floki to DAO conversion? I don't know much about the DAO conversion on Floki. I can do technical analysis on the Floki chart though. Let me see if I can find it though. Floki, what is this? So upgrade. All right. Oh yeah, they did do some weird stuff with this. Do they? Hmm. Hold on a second here. There's a decent amount of exchanges here. $365 million market cap. I mean, it looks okay for a long time, but I really wouldn't be putting much money into this. As far as that conversion, let me see if the website has anything in particular about it. Slippage for 4%. That's fine. What is yes, decent website. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much about it, man. I'm sorry. I could say something I don't know, but I really don't know much about the Dow conversion here. I would say, without knowing too much about it, I like when the coins are doing their changes uh, in this more bearish environment. That way, everything's kind of solved. If there's any hiccups, it's not going to really kill the price of the price of the coin. And by the time altcoin season rolls around, it should be a lot better off, if that makes sense. So I like the coins that are doing it now. Even BitTorrent did some stuff earlier that I like the timing of. I didn't like the fact that they expanded the supply. That's why I had a problem with BitTorrent's new update that they had. But I'm assuming they're doing it for a good reason. I would read into what the reason is, but if it helps the platform be a little bit more safe, or maybe it speeds up the transaction, stuff like that, I would say overall a good thing, even though it might lead to some short term pains, which normally happens because everybody's uncertain about what's happening. Hey, Secret Michael, any more put plays you're thinking about? Um, let me check something out here. I mean, not really right now. Let me just roll through some stuff very fast. Pop this over here very fast. Open up this heat map. Oh, I can actually do it this way. Never mind. Microsoft not breaking down yet. Nvidia not breaking down yet. I'm waiting to see if it breaks down below the 200. Um, Basically, secret. I'm waiting for all the major indexes to break down below their support levels. If that happens, it'll kind of be a free for all for any stock you want to play. Um, Not necessarily as much YOLO as I would like, um, but they should be pretty decent here. So you can see Nvidia is testing out the 200 moving average. So if we pop over here very fast, let me just put this there and right here. While I wait for Bitcoin to continue its little pop here. NVDA. Oh, Jesus, this is a mess. Oh, it did break down today. Hold on, let me get rid of this one. This was a breakdown from a while ago. Get rid of this. This. And that support level here. So it did break down. It looks like the 200 daily moving average. So maybe some Nvidia puts here pretty soon. Um, Probably with a strike price of 175 or so, expiring about 3 weeks out, or maybe even sooner if you want to get more risky. I'm still am a little hesitant to open any puts though right now, Sugarfish, only because like I just said a few seconds ago, like Spy. Well, I'm just go over here. I'll make it easier on myself. Okay, the Dow support we're holding. I don't want to hold. I don't want to hold this. I want to break down. Spy, we're holding. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to be able to break down. Nasdaq. This isn't the right level here, but is this the right support level? I think it is. Yeah, Nasdaq's kind of broken down below support today. Maybe that's a bad sign for the market tomorrow. Um, I don't really trade much on the Nasdaq, so it's mostly the SPY for me personally. But you get my gist. I'm waiting for some to see some breakdowns of the major indexes, and then that'll lead me to a little bit more bullish call puts. And then right afterwards, we should have death crosses here over the next couple weeks as well. It'll be a put season for sure. Then I'll have more plays. I've been shorting Tesla, buying puts on Tesla, which has been pretty fun, but they're really expensive, which I don't like. Um, I only played Tesla though because of the earnings. I had a feeling that the earnings weren't going to be too good. Let me go through some of the plays here. Apple. If Apple breaks down, look to buy 145 puts 2 weeks out. Short term play, but it'd be fun to play it. On top of that, you'd have Microsoft. Good earnings, a little bit of a bounce. Tried to break out, did not. If it breaks down below the 200, I would buy puts around 270, and then probably sell around 280. Guess I might have a bounce or something like that. Probably around there. Microsoft's a little bit more bullish than other plays we're looking at here, though. AMD is another one. Trying to think of the last things I saw. Oh, today would have been a good one as well for AMD. AMD has earnings on February 1st. I'd probably avoid AMD for now just because it dropped 7% today, which means we missed out on a great opportunity here. I'd be more encouraged about NVIDIA. What else have I been looking at here? Map. What else is good? What about Starbucks? Starbucks is losing market share. They don't even know it. Starbucks is basically on the verge of breaking down here. It broke down below this trend line, broke down below support over here. I'd probably look for some. Oh, there's earnings. That's what's holding everything up. Go. I would probably look at some Starbucks high risk ones right here. Starbucks 80 no 80 to $85 strike price puts earnings play. Earnings play though. And then I would wait to see what happens there, but I would assume this would continue coming down here. I'd probably set that up to time it. I would time it with the breaking down of the indexes though. It's kind of like with all of altcoins. I'm not going to short an altcoin if Bitcoin looks like it's doing okay. I'm not going to buy puts on many stocks because if SPY and Nasdaq or whatever or Dow are holding their support levels. And this support was just an old trend line here, so we don't even need this. So yeah, hold on a second here. Broke down below the Fibonacci, had a little bit of a hiccup there. Any difference here? No, not too much. All right. Starbucks like it could be pretty interesting as well. Try to think if there's anything else I've been looking at over the past few days. Netflix, no. Now, no. No, I think that's it. You might look at Pfizer or that type of stuff, but I wouldn't look at that too much. Anything else here? No. Semiconductors are getting slammed because of the shortage. That's about a gist of what I'm looking at. I'm really waiting for those breakdowns of the major indexes though. That's what's irking me. Well, oil's down a little bit today though. That's pretty nice to see. Back to the one, and there we go. Hey Alma, UVXY had amazing options the last 2 days. Yeah, that's because it was so volatile. Usually, when you see stuff like that, you can make a bunch of money off of it. Let's see right there. Hey Miguel, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. Any good news right now till April or June for those? Not really. So basically, if you guys just joined the stream or something similar to that, since I'm about to wrap it up here, because I gotta help my mom get up, obviously. Um, what we're looking for right now is this. I'm expecting us to come back down here to 28,800 and try to hold this level of support. All right, this neckline on this massive double top. This is a one gigantic bearish pattern. If we break down below this, which is most likely going to happen because of the bearish pattern completing itself, our next major level of support are the highs from 2017, 2018, and then some of the highs we saw in 2020. All right, those happen to be around $20,000. That's around $20,000 here. And we're going to have a death cross, which means the 20 weekly moving average is going to cross down below the weekly 50 moving average. Excuse me. Excuse me. And the last couple times that's happened has been right here, crossover, then boom, and over here, crossover, and boom. All right. We'll do for a pretty large move down, right? And if that happens, I think we're gonna come into contact with the 200 weekly moving average again. Happened in 2018, happened in 2020. It may happen in 2022. I'm not saying this is all for certain or I knew the future or anything like that. It's just it's a strong possibility at this point. All right, and that's what I'm waiting for. I have limit orders personally set for crypto around the short-term move right here. If we test out the support around here, 29,000 and 29,500. Those are my limit order buys I have set up right now. If they trigger and I buy into them, my stop loss is going to be 28,500 or around 28,000 even. That way, if I buy around here of 29,500 and it falls down to 28,000, that's a 5% loss on that individual trade, and then I'm not too concerned. All right. And by the way, when it starts to break down, I'll most likely open a short, so I probably would make more money even if it does happen. But I want to take the opportunity to buy around here in case we just come back down over the next few weeks, and then maybe we can consolidate. We have an opportunity to go back up, right? Now it's not a good opportunity. It's not a strong possibility, but the possibility is there nonetheless. So I'm willing to take that opportunity there. Risk 5% for an opportunity. If we make our way back up just even a little bit around here, 29,500. If we get back up from 29,500 up to 34,000, that's about a 15% profit. So I'm willing to do that trade. Hopefully, I'd prefer to see some type of breakout occurring on the daily chart, where maybe we consolidate for a little bit longer, and we're breaking out above this orange line. Who knows if it's actually going to happen or not? But that's what I'd be hoping for as I kind of play that bullish play off here. And by then, maybe the 200 daily moving average would have moved down enough for us to have an opportunity to break out. Right now, it seems like it's not even close to really doing that hard turn that we needed to in order to do that, though. I think that was the gist of it. But so because of that, we really don't have any good news for a while. It may take a few months before we end up start going rallying up again, which is fine. I would take advantage of this opportunity to start paper trading. I have a link down below for BitGet. If you sign up there, they have a good paper trading course. Not course, but good paper trading system, which means you're practicing using fake money instead of real money, if that makes sense. Let's see. Hey, no worries, Fish. I appreciate it very, very much, man. I really do appreciate it. Um, let's see. You just shorted Bitcoin at 5x. Bitcoin really looking wonky. Let me look at 5. Yeah. I mean, most people are going to be shorting it right now, and they're just going to be waiting. They're just looking for the best opportunity to short it. I'm waiting to short, and I'm waiting to see if we can get up here to like 39,600 or about 40,000. That's when I'm looking to open up a short on the way down, but I don't know if we're going to break out above it yet. So I'm just being very, very, very picky. And one of the reasons I'm just being very picky here today is because I don't really have time to watch the charts like I normally would, and that's my stuff I'm dealing with personally. So um, we'll see how it all turns out. We did just have a double bottom. We broke down below the neckline, kind of going into almost an ugly cup and handle here. I'm waiting to see if we have a pop off or so, and I want to see how that plans out. If you go to the 15-minute chart here, We just had a golden cross in the 15. Maybe have another one here pretty soon. 30-minute. I mean, had a golden cross here, which is pretty interesting, but not really much going on. 45. About to have a golden cross. Hour. If we do have a pop back up here towards 38,315, we should be okay. What happened here yesterday, we wanted to go higher. The Federal Reserve's announcement with the balance sheet really killed this momentum that we had yesterday. We're trying to take it back. Who knows if we're able to, but we did just break above the 200 moving average on the hourly chart. Doesn't mean much, but it's a little bit of a more bullish look now that all the moving averages are closer. Kind of a fun fact. If you see the moving averages are close to being close to crossing over the 200, like either the 50 or the 20, it's more bullish than if the moving averages are a little bit further away. Like when this breakout happened, look how far away the 50 was. Look how overextended it was, right? Look, and so now it's not nearly as overextended because the 50 is pretty close by, the 20 is pretty close by. Give it a few more hours, you're going to see a golden cross happen on this one. On the 2 hour, still looking okay, not too overextended from this one. 3 hour, not too overextended just yet. 4 hour, still looking okay, not overextended, still looking okay. But what I'd be using right now, if you guys wanted to do this on the 4 hour chart, just draw a little trend line right here. Observe this little triangle play out and see what happens with it. For now, I'm just waiting to see before I enter any positions. But you guys know how conservative I am when it comes to trading. All right, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm probably going. No, I don't. Tomorrow's Friday. I will be streaming from like maybe, let's say 7 p.m. to 9 or 10 p.m. I'm going to make it a little bit longer for Friday. I'll probably bring out some whiskey, and that'll be pretty fun. And we'll just have a little bit of chill time talking about everything going on. I assume there's going to be some more volatility over the next few days, so regardless, we're going to be watching a hell of a show here as far as the crypto markets are concerned. Whether it goes up or down, you'll see some increased volatility, which will be happy for some, sad for others. But, it's what it is. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and thank you guys very, very, very much for watching. And thank you very, very much, Secret Fish. I really do appreciate the super chat. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Practice paper trading, guys. Really practice paper trading. It will help you guys out way more than you think. And start trading. Start making a trading journal. I have a video on it right now, but trading journals are key for you guys. Thanks.